and welcome back to the Battle for the Solomon Islands. This is your host, Indigo Asher, the beautiful, the great, the all-powerful, the transforming, and with me I got some slub named Tony Mastermind.
Hey.
How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I should actually bring Tony in on this because Tony can't see what I'm seeing right now. So hold on.
I was just gonna be a professional and roll with
Oh
it,
my
but
god. Why don't you
take
tell me right now what you think about Madison Rose winning her second individual immunity last week? You tell me that while I fix this for you.
Madison Rose, you're gonna have to start watching out for her. I mean, she's been playing a strong game, but she's really locking it in with these challenge wins now. She's becoming somewhat of a comp beast, and now she's gotten Cat out of her way, which was the other comp beast. So, yeah, I think she has a chance to go on a run here.
It is a beautiful thing. So now it's shared. So it is crazy. So we have Cat has won 2. We're looking at this screen here. We have Salmon won 1. We have Billy, Steel Rose won 1. Madison, Little Rose won 2 as well. So Cat is out of the game, unfortunately. We'll get there on the next screen. But Madison has an opportunity to bring this number up from 2. Izzy is out. She's won 1. We have MBG still in the game. Sam is still in the game. They both are on the scoreboard with 1 a pop. They could tie Madison tonight.
You know who I don't see up there?
Who?
Libby.
Libby ain't up there. Libby and Dr. T, Mr. T, NATO T, Terrence, all the names of T. None of them are on there.
That's true, but Dr. T hasn't been around as long as some of these other people.
He was born in 2023, so Dr. T hasn't had the opportunity as some of these other ones to make it.
I just know Libby's your favorite, so I just figured I'd mention that. I don't see her.
I got a lot of fan mail after the last tribal council about my relationship to Libby. Apparently, the Twitters say that Indigo is being unfair to Libby. Buckle up. I don't give a shit if I'm being unfair. You are a rugby professional athlete, and you're getting slapped up by a kindergarten teacher. You got to start winning, or I'm gonna keep talking shit.
Maybe, you know what? I'm feeling Libby. This is Libby's challenge.
Oh, you calling Libby? What? Do you want to see the challenge first?
Yeah, I don't know what the challenge is. Let's see the challenge first.
Okay, so we're gonna transition into the intro video. Thank you. Man, that video, it's incredible, Tony. So, I know you spent, 3-4 weeks preparing for that video?
Oh, well, there's scenes that have to be filmed.
Oh, so
and,
good.
People always wonder where our budget went. So like, wow, these guys could have put on a way better production if they just had a budget. That video.
Oh, that took a good portion of the budget. Me and Al, we budgeted in about $100,000 worth of shopping, so that also went into the budget. The budget was spent.
We had to get the yacht.
We had to get the yacht. And I know they only used it for one night. For some reason, we budgeted for a week. I don't know who used it the rest of those days. Somebody.
No idea. No idea.
But yeah, so here we go. We're looking at our jury, and on our jury, we have the very first juror up in the corner. We got Izzy. Our second juror who joined the list was the great and honorable
Robert Briggs.
Robert Briggs, thank you. I didn't know which one it was. Robert Briggs and Billy joined the same night. His friend Billy in the other corner. Up in the top corner, top left, we got Che, who was our fourth juror. And in the middle, give me your favorite moment real quick for the cowgirl. I think the cowgirl deserves a little love right now.
I like when Tori Cheyenne, she was sitting around in camp and she was like, life's like a buttered biscuit. You never know what you're gonna get.
I remember that moment. It was a great moment. It was a great moment.
I don't really know what she was saying by that, but
I don't think anybody did.
It was a good one.
My favorite moment with old Tori Cheyenne was when she won in the auction. She won a package from home, and we got to learn about a couple of people, a couple of fans of her, and a couple of really cool horses. So, unfortunately, she didn't win the money,
were nice.
but she did get $20,000. So I hope that goes a long way to helping her pay off some of that horse debt. But in the middle, we have two athletes. We have the returning Sammy Styles, who joined the jury last week, and we have America's favorite, the Wildcat. Why don't you talk about the Wildcats game, Tony?
The Wildcat. Okay. Well, she played a pretty wild game.
Oh.
Fitting for the name. Somewhat tame in some areas, but in competition she was a beast. Destroyed it. I think she attempted to play an idle nullifier this week. Mm-hmm. Something tells me if she plays that just the week before and plays it correctly, she's still here right now.
It's going to be interesting. Once the season's over, people are going to look back at Kat. And when we see who she voted for, the week Sammy went home, we see the knowledge she had about that person. We see the nullifier sitting in her inventory. I have to say a lot of America, especially in the great state of Kentucky, were upset when Kat did not play that nullifier a week earlier.
Oh, yeah, they were sitting on the edges of their seats for sure.
There can only be one sole survivor. And sometimes it's not the person who plays the biggest moves, it's the person who makes the fewest mistakes. And let that be a lesson to the rest.
That is fair analysis. If you're sitting there at home, get off the couch, apply.
You could be the Gordon Shumway of season 3.
You'd have to be an alien for that. But,
maybe
there's
some
some aliens
broadcast. Listen,
That's
we've had clothes, we've had attack robots, we've dealt with curses, we've dealt with Puma. I mean, we've done with everything.
There have been no curses.
Oh, no curses?
No curses.
We've had 2 deaths this season.
Okay. Well, you know what? Legal advises me to say there's been no curses.
I think my mic is getting cut. And now we go to the challenge. And we are at the challenge. So this week we are competing in what is called the mask match. This is a 2-part challenge. The first part we will be our 5 castaways will be blindfolded. They will be stuck in an obstacle course, and they will have 3 bags of puzzle pieces sitting beside them at their starting station. Also beside them at their starting station is the complete mask that they have to recreate with the puzzle. So they have to use their hands, feel the mask, and then make their way blindfolded through their obstacle course and deliver their bags one at a time. It'll take them 3 trips. Each trip will roll a dice based off this results table to the left. We'll see the number, we'll get their time, we'll add the 3 times. And once we get them through their 3 trips, we'll have that time. We'll bring it down here to the second stage. This is the mask puzzle itself. For the first stage, to complete their mask puzzle, they will have to roll a 34 or higher. If they fail to do that, they will need to roll 33 or higher, then a 32. It decreases 1 each time. That's what it says right here. This is actually incorrect information. It says an attempt will take 20 seconds. I forgot to replace that. It's going to take 15 seconds each attempt. I guess I don't need to replace it, but it's instead this says 20. It'll actually take them 15 seconds each attempt down here. Then we'll get a total time. So thank you and good luck. This is for immunity and reward. The reward is pretty powerful. Actually, haven't talked over the reward fully with my co-host Tony the Mastermind, so we will reveal the reward only to the winner afterwards. But I like it. I think he'll like it too, so I'm pretty excited for it. This is not one you want to lose, folks. This is a pretty good reward.
Yeah, and after seeing this challenge, I'm not sure I can stick with my original
Whoa,
Libby call.
you picked Libby.
I
Libby's
know,
incredible, right?
It's a puzzle. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with the only other person that hasn't won a challenge that's here, and that's Dr. T.
You're switching from Libby to Dr. T. Well, I'm not switching to
Dr.
Dr. T. I'm gonna go. I'm Indigo, and Indigo's great. Indigo's accomplished everything. So I want to see history. I want to see it go. I want to see Madison Rose get her third immunity win. So I'm gonna pick Madison.
Cool too. I personally, Dr. T does his little circle math and all that all the time.
I don't know what he's doing.
I think that will really help in this challenge.
Oh, you think he's used to having his eyes closed? What you're saying? Like this is normal for him.
Yeah, this seems like a Dr. T challenge.
Do you remember last time we had a blindfold? You remember Salmon though? Salmon was a monster with a blindfold last time.
That's true.
Oh,
can't forget that.
We might have slipped up. None of us picked Salmon. Maybe Salmon will make us pay here. Pretty much the only one we haven't talked about is Fiddly. MVG. Nobody. We said something good about everyone but MVG. But
especially on a puzzle, the MVG you can't count them out.
How dare we disrespect the MVG on a puzzle? But we'll get our first set of rolls, and I'm glad I checked the toggles because the toggles were wrong. It's kind of par for the course for us. Something's wrong always, but I'm gonna roll the dice.
Once again, an attempt on the second stage will take 15 seconds, not 20.
15 seconds, not 20. But we're not there yet. We got our first set of rolls, and damn, we got some big numbers. So we have one person, Tony, who hit 30 plus on this chart. Who do you think got the 30 plus?
I'm going with Libby Teens. I think she's going to be good at this stage.
You're right. Libby Teens did not appreciate the bullshit she's been hearing from me. And she came out the box with a plus 30. She only needed 25, but that's how she does. We also got a 16, a 22, an 11, and a 14. So 16 for MBG, 22 for Madison Rose.
She got that 31. She was flexing and looking at Indigo like, even though she's blindfolded, she was still looking at Indigo.
She looked right at me and she said, "Why don't I catch a fish while I'm down here?" I couldn't believe it. Throwback.
Rip cat.
Oh, it was so good. It was such a good statement. And we got a 14 from Dr. T. And we will get our second set of numbers now. Let's do that. We've got somebody with a negative number. Who is your guess for the negative?
Oh, I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be Gil Finley.
You're going Gil Finley. It is not Gil Finley. It is actually your pick to win it all. Dr. T pulled a negative.
Hey, you're killing me, buddy.
Oh, man. We had Salmon, our fish friend, pulled a 3. He's not doing as well with the blindfold this time. Madison pulled another 20, a 21 this time.
He's just trying to avoid being caught while people are down there.
Got a max score for the second straight time, 27.
Libby's off to a hot start here.
And Gil Finley pulled a 12. That is not bad. Gil Finley's doing pretty good. So we don't have the total times yet, but based on what I'm seeing,
Gil Finley can get to the puzzle pretty quick.
Madison's killing it, Libby's killing it, and Gil is doing really good. So we're gonna get one last piece of data, but let's see how it goes. Okay, who do you think did the best on this third roll?
Libby Teens.
You're right. Libby Teens had another max score, 29. So Libby Teens has gotten through this as fast as humanly possible. Wow. Maybe you should have stuck with your pick.
Man.
Gil Finley had his slowest number.
The great equalizer.
It's true. Gil Finley pulled an 8. It's his slowest total. Madison Rose also pulled us her lowest total. She pulled a 9. We had an 11 and a 15. I had a Salmon. Salmon never got over 11, so this was not as good as possible. But Dr. T got his time. So why don't we do the times? You start at the bottom, I'll start at the top. Can you see the math well? Let me make it bigger so we can, right now, make this a little bit bigger so you can see
I got it. Alright, sounds good. I'll start with Dr. T.
Alright, so 16. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit of time. It's going to be a little boring, folks, but we want to get the right answer. So it's going to be 1 minute for the first roll. Gil, second roll, bring us to 215. And his third roll was the worst, 8. So it's going to be 340. So it's going to be 345.
I'm looking at 445. 445 for Dr. T.
All right, so I'm going to put in your total, and then you check my Gil Finley, and I'll check your Dr. T. 440. All right, Dr. T, first roll, 14. That'll be 115. Second roll, 115 plus, that'll be 315. That's 345. And the last one's a 15, 445. I got 445 for Dr. T. Let me do it again just in case I'm wrong. 14.
Yeah, and I had 355 for Gil, so let me recheck as well.
So 14, 115. That makes us to 345 and 15. So I'm going to put in 445. That's what I got for old.
And double check Gil because I'm pretty sure it's 355.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me double check Gil. Gil gets a 16, so that's 1 minute on the first one. The second thing, 12, that's 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 215 plus 8, that's going to be 55. You see this system? We're catching each other. We got each other's back. So you go to Sam and I'll go to Libby. Oh, Libby's easy.
Good. Yeah, Libby's easy.
For 120.
Thanks, Libby, for making it easy.
We love you, Libby. We're the biggest Libby fans there is. We
Libby
love
stands.
Libby here. We're stands for her.
Okay. 11, 130, and 2. So that's what,
right?
330.
40 seconds. 40 seconds would be a minute 20. Yeah, that's 2 minutes.
I think I got salmon at 5.
5 cold. All right, let's put it in. I'll double check. You double check Libby for me. So salmon's 11 is 130 the first time. The second time is 3 is so we're at 330, and with his 330, 430. Yep, 5. Perfect. I got 5 for salmon too.
Yep, 2 minutes for Libby. That's
and now
40, 80, 120. Yeah.
Madison Rose. Let's do it together. You will both do it silently. Which is great for the viewers. So that's gonna be minute 49 is
so that's 140
240
and 140 and 140.
What do you got?
140 and 140. What? So 240. It's easy. Yep, 320.
Boom.
Perfect.
Boom. So let's look at our before we go to the next
appreciate
stage.
You sticking with us.
Oh, appreciate you. You guys are the greatest. Why don't you describe Libby Teens as 2 minutes to get all
Libby
three?
Teens got to the puzzle. She caught a fish while she was down there.
Oh, it was incredible.
And she made it to the puzzle, and like started on the puzzle way before anybody else.
Oh, it was so fast.
Madison was close, not too far behind, only a minute 20 behind, and Gil being in third. I think Gil's got a real shot here. Dr. T's kind of behind.
I think Dr. T and I think Simon are out. No offense, but I think they're too far behind. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be a race between the first 3, but we'll see. What I remember from Libby's incredible showing is that I saw the rugby come out of her. She didn't try to sneak her way. It wasn't like a stealth ninja coming. She barreled full force through every obstacle. Used to getting hit. Didn't slow her down at all.
I think she growled at one point.
Oh my God! Listen. I'm a married woman, but when that blonde girl started growling, I felt something. That's all I'm gonna say. There was a twinge. That's all I'm gonna say. And why don't you describe Salmon's 5 minutes? What does a 5 minutes look like?
Salmon was flopping around, man. He was flopping around out there.
Oh, shit.
It's crazy because we expected him to do pretty good with a blindfold, but it must be like a different. We probably had like a different material blindfold this time.
Last time he was a little bit more freshly washed. He was like fish right out the ocean. This time it was in a dry dirt bed. Wasn't enough.
It was the one he was used to, you know.
All right, so I'm going to take these. You know what? Why don't you, because I should have been doing something while you were describing. You just describe the middle of the pack, the middle number, Madison Rose, while I bring these numbers down.
Well, Madison Rose, she's right behind Libby. So that's the good news for her. She's,
Close.
like you said, kind of middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
Close behind. I feel like she has a real shot here. And it would be historical, as you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
to win 3 in a row like that.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody even did that on season 1.
It's insane.
3 individual immunities in a row?
That would it be 3 in a row? Is that what is it? Not just 3, but 3 in a rip? Wow.
Is it? I think it is.
I think it is, dude. Whoa. I didn't even realize that when I said. I knew it would be 3, but she's get 3 in a rip. I would love it, but who knows? I'm rooting for everybody.
It's definitely at least 2 in a row, but I'm pretty sure 3.
Oh god, she's one of a kind. She's the America's favorite teacher. All right, so let's bring this. This is a little too zoomed in, so let's go 125. Yep, that's fair. I guess I could zoom in a little more actually. Let's go 140. Okay, to reiterate how this works.
15 seconds.
Yes. So everybody right now, if you see this number right here in this middle box, this is the time they're currently at. We're going to add that time to the time it takes them to complete the puzzle. It takes 34 to complete the puzzle. A DC, a total roll of 34 to complete it on 1 turn. If you don't get that 34, it goes down 1 a turn. You see above the box what you need each time. And I'll put the numbers in. Once you complete it, let's say Gil Finley completes it in 6 attempts. That means we will add a minute for the first row, a minute and a half to his time to complete. So we'll see. We'll get a total time. And right now, if we look at this lead, Libby has on Madison. Madison's in second place. If Libby finishes it in 5 turns, if she finishes it on her 5th turn, she will have finished before Madison even starts. That's how much of a lead Libby has right now. If Libby finishes at 5, Madison doesn't even have a chance to start it. That's how much of a lead she has. But as we will see, Libby, when she has a lead, when she's doing well, she fumbles the bag. That's Libby's MO. Hopefully, that's not what we see this time. But let's find out. First roll.
Can she complete the puzzle?
Can she get it done? Can she change history? Nobody completed on the first roll. Actually, this rolls don't matter. I didn't toggle. Time to toggle. Everybody gets a new roll. Bump, bump.
Sounds like that's a good thing for most people.
It's a good thing. There was no good rolls. Wow, we have a complete.
Oh wow. My gosh.
We have a complete. Do you have a guess who has finished it in 15 seconds?
I'm going to go, it's either Gil Finley or Dr. T, but I'm going to go Dr. T because he's my pick. And also, the equations.
I'm going to put one number in, and then I'm going to let you decide if you want to see another number. The first number for Dr. T, the 10 column, is a 30.
Yeah, I want to see another number.
Dr. T rolled 33.
Oh my god,
one
that's not enough.
Under a solve.
So my next guess is Gil Finley.
It's you want to go straight to Gil Finley. Do you want the tens column for Gil Finley?
Yes.
A 3.
Oh yeah, it's Gil. It's got to be Gil.
34. Gil Finley has completed the puzzle. I'm gonna get everyone else's number in, but Gil Finley, we'll see if he can do it quick enough. But Gil Finley has completed.
Do this. Keep in mind, everybody, these numbers do not add. If you get like a 32, it's not like you need 2 more. You will need a 33 next roll.
Yep, the numbers wash. Libby got a 17. Madison Rose got a 28. Solomon got a 29. And we already got our man NATO T. So close. So I'm going to put T's final time in there right now because we got it. This is the time to beat now. I'm sorry. Gil's time to beat. 5 seconds brings him to 4, so his time is 4:10. Which means anybody longer than 4:10 is already done, right?
Yeah,
so
essentially.
NATO T, NA, if he's at 5 minutes right now, so it's over for NATO T. It's over for Solomon. It is not over for Madison. Madison
And
has time to
each of these
complete.
are taking 15 seconds. We'll see if Gil
So,
can hold on.
so right now I'm just going to look at Madison's time because we got plenty of time for Libby. Madison is at, if she completes right now, it would be 30 seconds, 350. So Madison has two rolls where she 350. She doesn't do it that time. It'll be 405. Madison has two chances to finish this puzzle right now. What is your feeling on old Madison? Is she gonna get it done?
She's shown a clutch gene. I think her luck might have just run out for this challenge,
Do you
but
want?
she has shown a bit of a clutch gene.
I'm gonna give you the first number for Madison, the tens column. It's a
Uh-oh.
3.
Oh God, she did it.
If Madison has a 3 or higher with this next number, she has beaten Gil's time. Libby still has a chance. Do you think she'd finished?
I think she did. Now that I saw the 3.
It's a 30 cold.
Oh
Unfortunately,
man,
wasn't enough, but
I
she
was
has
rooting for
another
you, Maddie.
chance. Libby over here pulled a 16.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
So
lead is gonna diminish quick.
So
Libby, you
this
better
is
roll better.
Madison's last attempt to finish. I wanted to continue the suspense, but unfortunately, this is Madison's worst roll. Madison got a 16. Madison will not finish in time.
Oh yeah,
I'll put it
320,
in a-
15 would be what, 35.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she be on 350 right now? Oh yeah, you're right, because the next one would go over 355. Got it. Understandable.
So
She's currently at 3, but
let's,
next attempt puts her over.
the first two attempts took her to 30 seconds additional, so she was at 350. This last attempt took her to 405, which would have been enough to beat Finley, but she did not close.
You said 15 seconds, right? 320?
Yeah. So,
So what?
15 and 15 is 30. That brings us to 350 with 2 tries. And the third try is another 15 seconds. So
Oh, yep. For some reason, I wasn't counting the
no
first one.
problem. I wanted her to win. That was my pick. Unfortunately, she did not get it done.
I was trying to cheat for her, give her another
Listen,
opportunity.
Libby might get it done here, and Libby got into the 20s. Libby got a 21.
That's her best roll.
It's her best roll yet. So Libby is now at 245. She's got a lot of time. She could definitely do this. So we got to keep rolling for our girl Libby. Maybe Libby will get it done. Oh my God.
You get it?
She didn't.
If it's a 3.
Madison Rose rolled a 31. Madison Rose finishes. This is heartbreaking. At 420. 10 seconds.
Blaze it.
I'm putting it in even though it's over. But Madison Rose, if she had gotten this last time, I guess she wouldn't have closed last time, but she didn't even roll a critical. She could have gotten a little higher. That's rough.
Blaze it and keep it moving, right?
Yep. Keep it moving. 14 for Libby. That is not enough. Let's roll it one more time. Libby got the numbers didn't change. Okay, the numbers. Oof. That is not good. The first single digits of this puzzle. Libby pulled a 9.
It's such a good lead. If you don't blow it,
Okay,
Libby.
so don't Libby. You're not gonna blow. We know you're not blowing this. What is our time at through 5 attempts?
So let's see,
It's a
215,
minute.
230,
3:15 is where we're at.
45.
Right now. We got plenty of time.
315. I think 315 through 30, right?
Yeah. 3:15. Rolling again. Oh man, Libby got a 21. Oof. So now every 4 attempts is a minute, right? So if she gets it in the next 2 minutes, next 2 attempts, she wins the challenge. That's what my math says.
Yeah, she's currently at 330 based on that math.
Yeah. So let's see. Roll another one. Oof, Libby. It's not what we needed. This is her last chance to win. Is she gonna pull it? Is she gonna clutch the fuck up?
She
27.
need at least a 27.
So far, her best is 21. She has not got a 27 yet, but it does not mean she cannot get a 27.
You know what? I think she got it.
Oof.
I'm gonna have faith.
An 8.
Oof.
So let's do the final
just
tally, but
Yeah.
that's
This
3
should be-
minutes. This
3.
brings us to 4 minutes. Even if she completes right here, this will be 4 minutes and 15 seconds. She'll be behind Gil. It will be over. Gil has
The
won.
MVG.
Second victory for Gil Finley. What is Sarah saying at home right now?
Sarah is jumping up and down. I guarantee you. She's saying, "Go, Dad. Mom would be so proud."
Oh, man.
All that, man. Sarah is jumping up and down, yelling at the TV.
What
Guaranteed.
would Kat say if she could see her old friend, the man who played an idol to protect her, Gil Finley, is safe? What would she say right now?
You would say, "Grab a fish while you're down there."
Grab to who? To Gil? While you're down there, grab a fish. Maybe she knows something about this reward that nobody else knows, huh?
Yeah, no, she'd be ecstatic for Gil in all
Oh.
reality. So I'm sure once actually she'll get to see it once he shows up to tribal
Yep.
council wearing the necklace and she's on the jury, you know.
She'll
So
be
she's gonna
very
be
happy.
ecstatic.
So yeah, we will.
If
we
they
will-
make it, if they make it to tribal, you never know. It has been hard to reach her and Izzy lately.
Has it?
Yeah.
I have cut off all my feed to Ponderosa. I don't know what's going on there. I don't want to know. It's terrifying.
Ponderosa has become a PG-13 verging on R affair.
Oh, it's terrible over there. But thank you guys. Do you have any words? One of Madison Rose, Libby Teens, Solomon the Salmon, and Terrence. No, sorry, scratch that. NATO T. No, scratch that. Top Hat T. No, that didn't fit. Just T. Oh no, Dr. T is going home.
Well,
What do you have to say to them?
There's 5 people left. I am wondering if we're ever gonna see Dog T. I heard mention of Dog T
Oh,
coming
man.
back.
Oh,
So
T-Dog.
potentially T-Dog, yeah, T-Dog could come back. I'm wondering about that. There's 5 left, which means let's see, let's break that down. So 5 people, you need to make sure
3
that
votes are not on your
3
name.
votes. Yeah, exactly. Simple as that.
Could even be
Easy
2
math.
might be enough, actually. Depends on which direction these go.
Yep,
But
that's
if you
true
can
too.
find 2 people who are willing to vote with you on one of these other 4, you are making it through.
And no chance at rocks this week because it's 5 people.
It's impossible to be rocks because you can't vote Gil Finley. You got 5 votes. So, yeah, there's no way. No, there is a way. It could be 2-2 and then a 1 vote wasted.
That's true. That's completely
It's
true.
still possible.
There could be rocks.
But I hope not. That would be kind of stupid.
Yeah,
But
that would
appreciate
be
it. We
concerning.
will let Gil Finley know what his reward is momentarily. Thank you guys and good luck.
Have a good night.